I want to talk to you about today is having a look at project management, getting those tasks done on a daily basis. So come inside and have a look at this. So welcome inside and having a look at Project Hub with inside of Productivity Hub. So welcome inside of Productivity Hub, and right on the left-hand side down the bottom of the menu here, we've got Project Hub. And project management is one of those things that a lot of businesses may or may not understand, and they go through a number of different stages. So let me just give an overview of what a lot of people and the steps and stages that people go through, and then we'll have a quick look at this particular product. So a lot of people start off in this area where they've got a spreadsheet, and they might have a name, a to-do list, and progress. Very single dimensional. It's literally basically creating a to-do list or a way to track what things they are doing. The next step they generally go to is they go, okay, well, now we've got this particular sheet of things to do, how are we going to communicate? So they then go off and get a WhatsApp, or they use Messenger, something that's free and simple, and that starts to work. And a small company, 2 and 3 people, works quite fine. But what happens is as you grow, you start to get more and more complexity. So people will go, okay, WhatsApp's not going to do the thing. They keep their Excel spreadsheet and they move to a product, something similar to Slack. Now, Slack, just like WhatsApp, is like a glorified communication channel. And so there's a number of different communication tools on the market, and they've all got their place. But when it comes to project management and task management, going through a communication, you end up with a feed, and you'll see it yourself, if you're using Messenger, for instance. You just see a long feed of messages and things get messy, etc., etc. And so what they go, well, now we need to manage that. So they've now got a communication channel, and they move. The next step is generally something like a Trello. And a Trello is a board. It's a way in which you can keep all your projects together, all the different communications together, all the task comments, etc., together, and it works great. All right, so now you've got a communication tool, something like WhatsApp or Slack, and then now you've got something to track your tasks. Now you're on your way to project management. And so this is where you start getting into the cost build-up. So if you now start moving on that, you start to pay for a Slack, you start to pay for a Trello, and you'll see here, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you've got $10 a month. That's if you're paying it in a yearly subscription per user. This is not overall, this is a per user subscription, or $12.50 you're paying monthly. So over in Slack, you've got a similar sort of cost. So people go, okay, I want to take it to the next level. And so they'll move over to something like Monday or over to Asana. 2 really good products. And this is one of the products that we have been using for many, many years. And inside of Asana, you've now got your Asana Messenger. You can actually now do all your messaging inside of here, and it starts tracking your tasks, which is good. And the pricing is actually quite fair. Again, as you can see, the difference between a Trello board, there's not a lot of communication, but in here, in something like Asana or Monday, you're starting to get the same sort of cost. Again, that $11 per month US, $13.50 here, or $13.49 per month if you're paying by month, or $10.99 per year, per user. And so now you start to get the stage where you've built up, you've gone from the free stages of using spreadsheets and communication tools. All right, you now start to need to track, keeping your quality assurance right and making sure your customers looked after. And now you get into that space of productivity. But as you get a team that grows, you get 4, 5, 6, 10, now you're getting something that's costing you $130, $140, $150 a month. And many of the features, other than communicating and tracking your progress, many of the other features are way advanced for most business owners. And so that's where Productivity Hub comes in. We've kept it very simple, able to manage, and it's also built within our Productivity Hub CRM. So everything links to everything. And so let me just give you a brief look at what project management is about and how it can make life so easy. So over here on the right-hand side, you can add a project. I've already added a number of different projects here to give you an idea of what it looks like, and you can add users to those particular projects. And so what will happen is as you start to add tasks to these particular projects, each of those people will be notified. So if I just open up, I'll just go into the marketing one here. These are all brand new projects, so there's nothing to hide. And what you can now do, you've got a new task, an in progress, for review, completed, and you can add a couple more columns. If you want to go, review 1, review 2, review 3, you can do it that way. But what happens now is once we actually add a task, and I'll just call this a test task, just to give us an idea of what it looks like. You can actually go for a template. There's many templates you can actually create within here. All right, and then you can actually assign your users. So you can go to anybody in this and you click on that button and you can now search for anybody that's within your database within Project Hub, not just your own staff members. So you can add clients, you can add whoever you like, provided it's already in your database of contacts. So I'll just add anyone here. All right, you can set it ETA. When is this? When is it going to be due by? Is it something you need to do straight away, or particular dates, etc.? Are there attached files? So if you're giving a brief for this particular task, you can add a file in here. You can assign that to a contact, so you can actually add your contacts in here, add tags. If this is something that you're going to be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, you can set it up as a repeating task. All right, you can flag it and set it priorities. So a lot of people might say, okay, this is a green, red, yellow. So you can actually go with your different flags here to say that, hey, this is an important one. So you can flag things so that when people get the notification that it's assigned to, they'll know where it's going to straight away. And then you can set an actual due date. So what's the start date? When's this going to start? So you might click on today's date, and then you click on when it's going to be due by. And so if I just go through very quickly, I'm just going to assign a couple of different things and everything in here. I won't give it a due date at this stage, and I'm just going to save it. So you can see, so now you've got a task in here. And so as this particular task goes through its different journey, you can actually move it along, which is fantastic. Any of the contact details that are in here remains contacts within your CRM system as well. But what you can also do is if you actually just click on that particular task, now you can actually start a timer. So if there's a time you want to add on this particular task, you've assigned it to a particular person, they can literally start a timer. They're working on it. And so now you can track the time, how long it takes to do this thing. You can save this particular task as a template, and you can also add comments. So in here, if you're for instance doing a graphic design work, so you might want to attach, in the file section, a brief. If you've got a template already, it's now got the full brief already written into it. You just got to fill in the blanks, and now you can track. Okay, I've actually completed 50% of this task, and I can now save that. And so now we get a list of all these comments. So I'm just going to put the comment number 1. All right, and so now what will happen is as I send that will now send that to all of the people. The comment has been created, and you'll also see this little number 1 is now created. So all the people that are in this particular group, in this particular project, will have received that particular message. So a great way inadvertently for you to communicate. So you can add a task in here, add a person in here that it's assigned to. That person will get a notification. I'll go here, and there's not much real reason to explain anything via a Slack or a WhatsApp or any sort of messaging tool, and other than if they haven't responded to it, and they might need a bit of a prompting if they're getting a lot of notifications. So this is where all your notifications are over here. So once you've got this, you've got a number of different projects and everything else. So this is a marketing project, as I said. Now you can actually view this in a calendar. And so now you can see from a day-to-day person with all the different tags, all the different products and services. You'll see the area we are here. All right, you've got a particular task that's happening in here, and you can start to see what it's about. Any requests that you want to actually send out. So if you want to request out for someone to do something, and you've also got the beautiful dashboard as well. You know what's happening with this particular project, how many new tasks there are, how many incompleted tasks there are, how many are in progress. So now you've got a very, very good snapshot, and you can start to build up. The more projects you go, the more of these will activate within this dashboard, and you can start to see those ones that are red flagged, etc. So it's a very, very, very powerful tool for you to be able to start with and keep everything going. You can track time, you can track the quality, you can actually have all your files and everything loaded in here as well. And so that's a little bit about the project management tool within Project Hub and Productivity Hub. And I hope you've been able to see that and see that the journey of productivity and the journey of task management and project management is actually significant. So if you want to actually know more about that, please book a time with us. We're happy to actually go through and give you a demonstration of this Project Hub or any of the other project management tools and productivity tools that we have here at Productivity Hub. I hope you'll be able to get something out of that and be able to find that project management tools are by far better than just using a normal chat system. Look forward to actually showing you some more features here very soon.